Hello everyone, I'm Craig and today we're going to embark on an intriguing journey into the world of grammar. Specifically, we'll unravel the subtle power of the subjunctive mood, a truly fascinating aspect of English that can enhance our communication beautifully. The subjunctive mood is often overlooked in modern English conversation, yet it adds nuance and depth to our language. Using the subjunctive, we can gracefully navigate conversations about hypotheticals, desires, wishes, and suggestions. Essentially, the subjunctive helps us to articulate thoughts that are not based in current reality, but rather in possibilities and imaginings. So, what is the subjunctive mood? Well, to effectively discuss the subjunctive mood, let's start by defining it. Subjunctive mood expresses situations that are hypothetical, unreal, or contrary to fact. So think of it this way: instead of stating what is, the subjunctive allows us to articulate what could be, should be, or might have been. Let's consider some straightforward examples. So with hypothetical situations, such as, if I were a bird, I would fly. Here, the phrase if I were is particularly noteworthy. You'll notice that were replaces the common was, and this is the hallmark of the subjunctive mood in English, emphasizing that we're discussing something that isn't true. If I were in charge of the country, I would focus on improving education. Again, we see the same structure, allowing for a voice in our imagination about what could happen under different circumstances. Then there are past possibilities. If I had known, I would have come. This sentence conveys a past situation that didn't happen. It focuses on what could have been, a reflection on missed opportunities. If she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. This reflection shows how the speaker is considering a different path and its potential outcomes. And then, conditions that are contrary to fact. If it was sunny, we would go to the park. Here, the subjunctive mood indicates a current condition that is not true, as it is presumably not sunny. If he were here, he would know what to do. This example illustrates that the speaker believes the subject is in a state of absence. The subjunctive mood pops up in several contexts, and understanding these contexts is key to mastering its usage. So, after verbs of suggestion, demand, or wish. The subjunctive is triggered when we use certain verbs that suggest a desire, a wish, a request, or a command. For example, I suggest that he study harder. Notice how the base form study is used here. It's not studies, but study. This change underscores the nature of a suggestion rather than stating a fact. I recommend that you be on time. Here, be is another subjunctive form suggesting an expectation. The teacher insisted that they complete their assignments before the deadline. The use of complete indicates a requirement, showcasing yet another scenario in which the subjunctive is necessary. The subjunctive can be used for expressions of desire or regret. I wish I were taller. This sentence illustrates an unreal present where the speaker desires a quality that is not true. Instead of saying was, were is utilized, reinforcing that the speaker is identifying with a reality that differs from their current state. I wish it were easier to communicate. This statement conveys a desire for improved communication under current conditions. If only I were rich. Another expression of longing for a different circumstance, indicating a hypothetical state of being. The subjunctive often shines in more formal communications or literary contexts. Phrases like be that as it may evoke a certain elegance in expression. Were it not for their support, we would have struggled. This formal construction emphasizes the conditional nature of the statement, showing how important their support was. It is important that the report be submitted by Friday. Again, we see the subjunctive in a context that commands professionalism and clarity. It is also used in recommendations and proposals. So consider in a business context. It is essential that the meeting be scheduled for next week. The use of be instead of is adds a layer of professionalism and clarity to the recommendation. The board recommend that she take on the project. This example showcases a formal suggestion using the subjunctive correctly. I propose that we revise our strategy. The use of revise indicates a strong recommendation rather than a simple suggestion. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you were to want private English lessons, I recommend that you click the link in the description. It's important to note that the use of the subjunctive can differ among English-speaking regions. In American English, the subjunctive is more commonly employed than in British English, and in British English we often use modal auxiliary verbs such as shall, should, might, and may, more than that of American English. Now let's look at some sentences and change them to the subjunctive. I will go shopping if I have time. In the subjunctive, I will go shopping if time should allow. If it rains tomorrow, we'll stay inside. Or, if it should rain tomorrow, we will stay indoors. I'll help you with your project if you ask me. I shall help you with your project if you should ask. If he calls me, I'll answer. If he happens to call me, I shall answer. I'll go for a walk if it's nice outside. I would go for a walk if it were nice outside. If they need help, they can call me. If they should require assistance, they may call me. If you want to talk, I'm here. Should you wish to talk, I shall be here. If we finish early, we can watch a film. If we should finish early, we might watch a film. The subjunctive is not just a grammatical rule. It also reflects cultural attitudes toward communication. In some cultures, directness is prized, while in others, indirectness and nuance are preferred. A well-placed subjunctive can demonstrate sophistication, thoughtfulness, and emotional intelligence in conversations. The subjunctive mood undoubtedly enriches our linguistic toolkit. By mastering it, you're not merely following grammatical rules, you're elevating your speech and writing. As you practice identifying these subtle cues, like in wishes, suggestions, and hypothetical statements, you'll find they truly make a difference in how your thoughts are conveyed and received. Don't shy away from using the subjunctive. Embrace it and watch as it adds layers of meaning to your every word. And like, subscribe, and keep practicing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.